And reigns from Akron, Ohio, the red line of the auction business, Conky's Flippin' Adventures. Conky. Oh, man.
Hey.
All right, this man needs no introduction, but they're paying me to do this, so the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. What the Hales Jeremey! Dun, dun.
I'm here. Look at that. It's real. It's not just the
And
word.
from out west, Sandusky, Lorain, Ohio, some people call him Guapo with a capital G. What up?
Word up!
Hello.
Hello, everybody out there. How are we doing tonight? Hope everyone's having a wonderful, wonderful day.
Can you hear me okay?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Just trying to get everything where it's
Live or Memorex?
supposed to be. Put that over there.
So our first comment of the day was from Beth. She said hi from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And then we had Vicky, Frederick, Janelle, Deborah.
Yeah, it's all the way back. How many people we got on?
Right now, it's going up there, 223. I know Storage Legends will be on soon. I'm sure What the Hales will be on in a few minutes here.
Did you get a hold of Guapo earlier?
I did speak to Guapo.
Well, it looks okay. I mean, it's not choppy or anything.
Should be pretty good, man. I spent a lot of money to get it do it from home here.
Yeah.
Worst case, I can always go to a hardwire, but the wireless is supposed to be pretty good.
Well, good.
Man, how are you doing today, Conky?
Well, I got my my better microphone working, so hopefully I sound better.
You sound great.
Good.
Thank you, Francis. Good evening. How you doing? She says, "Good evening, gentlemen." She uses that term loosely, I see.
Gentlemen.
Where are those guys? Where are those gentlemen at? We'll get them. Get back, huh? You gentlemen.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny. Man, crazy week, Conky.
Yes, it has been. I've been working on that real estate deal all week, and I don't have it buttoned. I thought I'd have it buttoned up by now to where I can move forward, but it's hopefully a few more days, and I'll have it. Have it the
real estate deal, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
I'm ready. So, you have to wait. Can't talk about it yet.
No, and unfortunately, it may be up to a year before I can really say anything. You know, it's one of those deals that's going to move really slow.
They said won their first storage auction today.
Mr. DeWitty won the first. I wonder
what did you get? Let us know what you got in there.
Something good, I hope.
And Connie, Rob, you have struck gold for sure, and that's what we're going to be talking about today.
Gold?
Conky. You ever have one of those weeks before?
I've had plenty of those weeks. What are we talking about?
Man, I bought 2 storage units, and I can't even tell you how much gold I got between the two.
Wow.
Tons and tons and tons of pieces. Rings, necklaces, bracelets, earrings, watches.
Wow. Where did you get these?
One I paid $1,020. $1,020, and I was bidding against Roy.
Oh, Avery's all in?
Yes. He told me the other day, he called me up. He said that at least he didn't want to watch more after a little bit of the first video. She don't want to watch anymore.
Okay. That good, huh? Or to him, I would say that bad.
Oh, that good. Bad for him, yes. That good for me. But yeah, there's a giant jewelry box. And Shane, he didn't even know how much I spent on it until I started making the video. And I said I spent over $1,000 on this unit. And Shane's like, what? $1,000?
Yeah.
he's like, that jewelry box is going to be empty. So we start going through some boxes. One of the first boxes, Conky, I find a Ziploc bag full of jewelry.
Well, this sounds like the unit that you bought with the 15 by 35, where the jewelry box was empty and it was all in Ziploc bags and, you know, mixed in with boxes of.
Well, this one, there were Ziploc bags and the jewelry box was full.
Oh, well, that's even better.
Yes, it was even better. And lots of gold. Lots of gold. Then I buy a unit in Cleveland over there at U-Haul. And I was going to buy both units because the lady owned both units. But Claire Thrift already had a bid on the one unit I wanted. He didn't realize the lady had 2 units, though.
Well, how did you find out? You called?
Because they put their name on the door. You got to look at all the pictures. And I looked at the name, and then I saw the other unit had the remote control robot. From like when I was a kid, and there's like the butler robot, you know, and he could like bring you like a drink, you know.
Oh.
And I really wanted that unit, but I was like, man, I don't want to bid against Claire Thrift. So I just got mine for $90, Conky. Lady had artwork in there. She had hand-blown glass paperweights signed by the artist. Some vintage, awesome vintage teas. And then the one box was like got wet and moldy. It was like the last thing I went through. I didn't even want to go through it, but I thought it was all closed. I'm going through. There is a velvet jewelry box in there. Open up. Ding. Then I pull off the top layer, just covered with gold.
Wow.
Big herringbone necklaces, bracelets. I mean, it was just. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like back to back.
Wow. Huh. So what did Jesse get his unit for?
$80-$90, something like that.
And he got the robot, huh?
And he got a lot of artwork, statues, but he didn't get the jewelry. I was like, oh, thank you.
You got the jewelry.
Sorry, Claire Thrift.
Somebody had to get the jewelry.
Somebody had to get it.
Yeah, I mean, I have no room for units. I've said that before. I just have to wait until I can.
You got vertical space, Conky.
Yeah, well, that vertical space is filling up even. I was
just on the phone with Guapo. I mean, we were on the computer for like about 20 minutes talking. He was driving. So he should be back around soon.
So Guapo's back he's back home?
Yes.
From Hawaii?
The Hawaiian Adventure, Conky.
Now is Jeremy back home or is he?
Yes, I think. I believe he is back home. Gail says Rob loves the jewelry. I like jewelry because I like gold. I like silver.
Well, to be fair, that is like some of the standards by which all other value is measured. So,
yeah, gold and silver. Yeah, like Conky. Tell me a story, Conky, about gold.
Oh, about the sandals?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to full screaming.
Okay. Conky's like, don't full scream me.
Well, I mean, the truth is that 2,000 years ago, a 1 ounce gold coin would buy you a fine toga, a pair of sandals, and a belt. And today, you can walk into any men's shop with a 1 ounce gold coin and buy a fine suit, a pair of shoes, and a belt. The value of those items hasn't changed in thousands of years. It's the value of the dollar that changes.
See that? That's a little piece of wisdom from Conky.
Yeah.
What he's saying is that gold and silver hold value.
That's really all the wisdom I have when it comes right down to it. Just a little.
Gold and silver hold value. What do you think of my my green screen background?
Is that your green screen background? I thought that looked like your living room. Shh. Your invisible living room. Your invisible wife and your invisible kids are back there the whole time.
They could be.
Seeing them.
Are they behind me?
Yeah, I can. I can see them because I've got the X-ray Invisa goggle sunglasses that I can see your invisible family on your green screen.
Oh, nice.
But
we'll have to start selling those.
Yeah, I'm gonna have.
What's up, store?
Hey, what's up, man? What up?
There's the Guapo,
What's up,
man.
Conky?
We're one away from 420 viewers right now.
Nice.
We need one more viewer.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I see Don's name that instantly reminds me here.
How was Hawaii?
Man, good, man. Real good. Still kind of trying to get back in the swing of things. A little exhausted. The jet lag kind of like is, what's it been? I got back on Tuesday. So what is it today? Thursday? Yeah, it's kind of still kind of kicking my butt a little bit, but it was fun, man. It was fun.
Was there any, did you have any pineapples?
No, I didn't have any pineapples, which is kind of odd.
You went to Hawaii, did not have a pineapple. I don't.
Didn't. Yeah.
You're supposed to have pig, pineapple. I mean, the peas of Hawaii: poi, pig, and pineapple. I mean, that's the three things you're supposed to have in Hawaii. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? If you think I'm right, put in the chat. You're supposed to have pig, poi, pineapple.
Yeah. Why didn't I have any pineapple? That's actually a good question.
Did you have poi?
No. What's that? Like, is that like that raw fish?
No, man.
Nope. Didn't have
It's
that.
a starchy, like root vegetable.
No.
It's
I
like
didn't.
purple. Okay. Did you have pig?
I had a little bit of pork. Yeah. Here.
I mean, did you go to you're supposed to go to like the pig roast?
Yeah, like on the beach.
No, I didn't even do that.
The fire guys tossing, the ladies dancing, the hula skirts and stuff. Oh, man.
We didn't even go to a luau.
That's what I'm saying.
You went to Hawaii and didn't go to a luau?
Yeah, they have them at the like resorts. We
Three
just
piece, yeah.
went to a luau. I don't know why. It was very spontaneous. You guys, Jeremy told me to go like 3 days before I actually went. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Well, you were always talking about going to Hawaii with Jeremy, so I figured that's you finally
You
got.
guys did talk about it for a few times.
Yeah, so it was always like a goal, but yeah, we
So
made
you
it.
went to 2 different islands in Hawaii?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's I don't even know. There's more than 5, I think, right?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of them.
I know there's a lot of little tiny. Because I know, I think Dole Pineapple owns a whole island that's just pineapple.
Is it?
I'd like to go there.
That's crazy. It's just pineapple?
I'm pretty sure they own an island that's just pineapple farm.
Don said those are tourist luau's, way different. I guess the locals have their own luau that's not quite with the tourists yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably costs a lot for a tourist luau. Did you talk to Hales today, man?
I have not talked to him today. I talked to him a little bit yesterday through a text message.
I meant to call him today.
I have not.
I need him to come on because he needs to talk about all this gold he found.
Oh, he found a bunch of gold too, huh?
Did he?
In his video yesterday, I believe. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, two in a row, Conky. Unbelievable. I was showing a Guapo a picture of the gold.
Yeah, I seen that really cool bracelet you got.
Oh yeah, I gotta show you this here. My Cavs poster I got the other day.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been nice. I got season tickets for the Cavs. I bought a quarter package, and it's been nice.
That's awesome, dude. How'd you get those? Did you just go on the website or?
We talked to this guy. He's one of the salespeople, but we bought him before we got Donovan Mitchell. If I'd known we would got Donovan, I probably would have bought more tickets.
When you say you got a quarter pass, does that mean a fourth of the year, or what's that mean?
Yeah, fourth of the year. So there's 40, basically 4 games. We got 11.
Okay.
No.
It either meant that, or you were allowed to sit in for 1 quarter of each game. And then
Yeah, I usually try to get the fourth quarter. You can come in. That'd be funny, Conky. That'd be like a Saturday Night Live skit or Big Chuck and Little John skit.
Big Chuck and Little John.
Well, I remember Big Chuck and Houlihan. I don't know, Rob, were they around when you were started watching them, or was it always Big Chuck and Little John to you?
It was Big Chuck and Little John, but I knew like Houlihan and Gallardi and things like that just because my uncle, he was really big into it. And Little John lived across the street from me.
Yeah, that's right. You said that he lived.
Yeah, he moved like when he was about, when I was about 8 or something. A pop-up auction.
Yes, he was a jeweler, wasn't he?
Yeah, Rinaldi's Jewelry.
What I thought. Where did Guapo go?
I don't know. Where? I'm going to call Hales right now. What do you think?
Where he is?
I think Hales is either currently watching us right now and doing something so busy he doesn't want to get on, or is literally too busy and is not watching us.
I'm calling him. They want to know if you cut your beard, Guapo.
I did not cut my beard. I do kind of want to cut my beard. Mm-hmm.
We're calling Guapo. Hales. Jeremy's phone number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Write this down, people. 7.
Call has been
8,
forwarded to an automated
9,
voice messaging system.
10.
3.
Hey, this is
3.
Guapo. Jeremy
Yes.
and me are in Hawaii.
You know what's funny about the phone number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or whatever? You could actually have that phone number around here.
Really?
Yeah, because 234 is a Northeast Ohio phone exchange. So if you're calling from outside the area, you would have to dial 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0, 0, whatever. Yeah, whatever it would take to complete a phone number like that.
Nice, Conky. Someone has it out there.
Somebody does.
Oh my gosh.
Not me.
So, what's the most gold you ever found in a storage unit, Conky?
Me? A few 14 karat gold pieces, or maybe some 18 karat. I doubt if I found in any one storage unit more than $100 worth of gold. I've never had a huge score in gold like that.
How about you, Guapo?
The most gold?
Yeah, and it's one that you found in one storage unit.
I haven't really found a bunch of gold in the storage unit, I don't think. I found gold, but not like something like you got or anything like that. I haven't found a bunch. I remember, this is a good story to share. I remember one time I went to Uncle Bo Knows, which is, I don't know what his name is now. Uncle Bo Knows, Tony F. A very awesome subscriber that I got the opportunity to meet in person. He lives in Indiana, and he had a unit one time. We went over there. He took the box truck over there, drove all the way over there, loaded up with some cool stuff. And we didn't realize that we got some really awesome rings until we got home. I actually still have those rings. I would like to sell them, honestly. But we didn't realize it till we were at the flea market and we were going through boxes and finding like cool rings. So yeah.
You still have the rings though.
Yeah, I still do have the rings, and they were like really nice gold, like 14 karat gold rings with potential diamonds in them. They look like engagement rings and just like kind of like that older lady style kind of gold ring, with the almost like grapes, except without grapes being on the side of the big main stone. They're like either cubic zirconium or diamonds. So yeah, they could potentially be worth a lot. So I got to check those out.
I can bring my tester by, my diamond tester.
Yeah, I think I have one. I do.
So you do test it out.
But come
People
on.
wondering if you're tired, Guapo. I'm sure he's tired. He went that whole.
Oh man, I'm beyond tired. I haven't stopped working since I got off the plane, honestly, and I haven't like got like good sleep like at
The
all.
time differences have to be crazy.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping anything at all, and then Chapo's been resting at her mom's house since we got back. So, just everything with the business and the legends and things like that. We have a really good video coming up, and then I also bought that storage unit you told me not to buy in Hawaii, and it got up to like 4, maybe 5.
You did buy it?
Yeah, I bought it. That's probably going to end up going to Dawn, but like I said, the main concern, and I know she's watching right now. Shout out to her and her husband Kelly, if you guys are watching. What's up, Kelly? But my main concern is, obviously, my incentive is to show the legends what is inside of a Hawaii storage unit, and my worry is that
Are you flying back?
No, I got her as I'm going to put her as.
What do you know about audiobooks? All right, Daryl, we'll talk about that in a minute.
I got her as a person to pick it up, but it's going to be interesting. It's super important that the audio and the video comes out well, so that the video could at least be an accurate look at the Hawaii storage unit. There's multiple incentives here. Number one, it's to show the legends of Hawaii storage unit. Number two, it's to re-storage the love.
You gotta go back, dude. Who's gonna bust open the safe?
I mean, I'm not gonna spend $1,400 to go back to Hawaii to bust open a safe. I'll just let Dawn do it.
Well, what happens if there's like $10,000 in the safe? Man?
I gotta say, with just a little bit of the reaction and interaction that I had with Dawn, she's a great friend now. She, in the upcoming episodes, you guys are gonna see like a lot of interaction. I trust her. So, if there is $10,000, then I'll break her off and I'll invest the $8,000 into the channel. So, but her incentive is, it's awesome because it's absolutely free. Things that I can't really necessarily use or aren't worth shipping back, they're going to, whatever she wants to do with them. So it's going to be fun. It's a super crazy, amazing unit with a safe. Let's hope that there's $10,000 in there, because then we could use that money to go back and have a blast. You could
take Conky and me with you.
Yeah, I could take you and Conky, and then we can.
You could pay for my helicopter ride, maybe.
And we'll go inside of the lake and have AA inside of the ocean.
Or a volcano.
Or a volcano, yeah, or a volcano.
AA and a volcano? That would probably erupt on us.
Yeah.
That was kind of legendary, though, man. On AA, I walked inside the ocean, dude, and like literally was in the live stream in the ocean.
And I added a little background music. It was perfect.
Yeah, that was kind of epic.
People were like, "Get out of the ocean!" They get all scared.
Yeah, I was in there though. The ocean was like up to here because I wanted to So.
Daryl wanted to know about audiobooks and computers. I'm not exactly sure what he wants to know about audiobooks and computers. I sell them. I get audiobooks. They seem to do pretty well, actually, anytime I've sold audiobooks. And then computers, I usually just sell them. I'll test them to see if they power on. If they're worth a decent amount of money, I'll give my business partner and see if he can wipe them and like put new software on them.
Yeah, I find more computers than I find audiobooks or video books. So do you guys want to see what I found when I was unpacking one of the mystery boxes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what you could have sold this time. Let's see what you could have gave away this time, Conky. Can I full screen you now?
Well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna hit the present. Wait a minute.
Oh, hold on. He's taking over the computer. He's presenting, sharing.
Where is it? Here we go. Okay, here we go. All right. So you guys want to see more of those coins? Let's show the coins again.
Grandma J, you totally scored right here.
We sold these for $50. So this has all these half dollars.
That's a really nice camera, man. I like that picture.
Yeah, it's
So in
that's
1960,
clean.
was the half
First-
dollar silver? That's an old phone of mine.
I don't know.
Is it?
Maybe there's paperwork that says it.
1960.
Oh, Angela goes, there's no measuring spoons. Kind of think of it.
1958. Who cares?
Yeah, uncirculated.
I mean, what
That
are
might have
those-
been
what are
code
those
for a
worth?
bunch of
I
money.
don't really-
1961.
Wow.
Yeah, those are nice though, right? I've never even
Yeah.
seen that coin.
Yeah, those are uncirculated. That's what all those.
half dollar.
What is that? A Franklin Roosevelt?
Ben Franklin $50.
Yeah.
Oh, Benjamin.
Honey, what are these
Franklin.
worth? 62.
A 1962.
Uncirculated $50.
So Ben Franklin was on the silver dollars.
And 61 until Kennedy. Yeah.
I
Well,
think
these are half dollars. I think.
yeah, because after 63 it was JFK.
Wow.
All those. Ooh. Different story here.
Oh,
That is.
isn't that a walking man?
About
half
25.
dollar.
Ow! By $25 a piece.
Lady Liberty.
Yeah. You see that?
Oh, look at that. What's the year?
Where's the magnifying?
Nice. And Conky, guys,
1940.
sold this box for how much, Conky?
50.
Wow.
$50 for this
And it
box.
cost us about $50 to ship it, so we basically another something in here.
You broke even.
It broke even.
Another one. Man, I told you I would give you 60 for that box.
Oh, these are
You wouldn't even have to ship it.
dollars. I
They
think.
hand it
So
to me.
1923.
Wow, that thing looks unbelievable.
What's funny is
$1.
I pulled all these dollars out on the show, and then later I was going through the envelope, and there was another dollar in there, another one of these.
Guapo, you just sold some coins in your auction, didn't you?
Yeah, I sold some Morgan
1904.
Like that?
Morgan dollars.
1924.
Yeah, I've sold. Yeah, that was a
Oh,
Morgan.
good.
right
My
there.
eyesight's not that.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
Yeah,
a nice
I
looking
sold one of
coin.
those. That's uncirculated.
Okay, he's saying the Walking Liberties are from like
That's beautiful
15 to
coin,
$28 a
uncirculated.
piece.
Obi-Wan said that those are worth like $50 a piece. The Morgans.
Yeah, but these are certified uncirculated.
Yeah, certified uncirculated. They got to be worth way more, dude. What is that? 1904?
I know I'd get more in my auction than $50.
And another 1904, I think.
Man, Conky.
Show the Morgan again, Lenny says, and
Morgan.
flip it.
This one? I didn't know what. I wasn't even thinking when.
That's a walking liberty.
Yeah, there's that side, and there's the side, that side.
Whoa. Wait, what year is that? Walking Liberty?
It's walking liberty, but see, that's circulated though. You can
No,
tell.
he says no.
Yeah, the Walking This is the Liberty. Morgan?
No, what's a Morgan? You have to.
Is this the Morgan?
Yeah, there you go.
Wow,
$1. Yeah, man, that thing's like brand new. Wow, unbelievable.
that's what all those
The
papers.
Morgan's of the dollar. Okay, yeah, it's the
So
dollar.
that was all
one.
certifications for the coins.
Yeah, for being uncirculated.
Yes. Okay.
That's probably worth like 2,000, 3,000. No,
Yes, so this woman
This
bought
is a
all these
score.
things.
Not that much.
Show 1923.
it's not that much.
Maybe.
Analyst says show 1923.
There's some of the years are more rare than other years.
Turn it around.
500-600.
See the other side?
No, man, dude. Some of those
Look at that.
uncirculated coins are worth like 200-300 a piece, bro.
Well, you
Okay, those are 60 to 70 each.
if you took them and got them graded, Guapo, then
Yeah.
you could start getting the money you want to get. If they come back like
But that's how do we remove from studio? But yeah, But then I found one more after all that in there. So
wow,
yeah, Grandma J really got a good deal on that for $50.
well, good deals. We got a great deal. The question: what did Grandma J do with the coin? She keeping them?
I don't know.
I don't see her in the chat. Is Grandma J in the chat anywhere?
I don't think so. She must have got it by now because we shipped them out last week, I think. Soup Free says AA survey, garlic butter or regular butter? Well, I use regular butter most of the time, but I love garlic butter. We just don't get it that much.
Ooh. I mean, come on now. How can you be garlic butter? I used to do a roasted garlic butter. You know, like take, garlic and oven roast it and then smash it up real fine and make it into a paste and mix it with the butter. Mm-mm-mm. What about you, Guapo? Garlic butter? I know you like garlic butter. I don't even got to ask you.
Yeah, I like garlic butter. I like steak and lobster. I just got it, man. Today, like, I woke up and I was super hungry and I was out and about. Then I got some Burger King. And then right before I got here, right before AA, a little bit before when we were testing the live stream, I stopped and got Chick-fil-A. Dude, like, I just feel like I'm eating too much fast food. And, like, my friend Jordan, you guys, the legends know Jordan a little bit. He eats real good. And I'm going to actually, like, link up with him here shortly and kind of, maybe take some tips with him on how to prepare meals. Like, that's always been, like, something that's not really, like, been taught to me, I guess. Well, I don't want to dog anybody. Like, my mom's probably going to kill me that I said that. But, like, I never, like, did the cooking aspect. I always just cooked, like, eggs and like tuna casserole, and I only had like a set amount of things that I cooked that I was used to, that I was familiar with. But I got to start like prepping meals and stuff, man, because I'm getting older and it's important to get healthy.
You need to do is stop eat. You don't eat stuff you don't even have to cook, man. You'd be good to go. Fruits and vegetables, man, all day. Just eat raw fruits and vegetables, man.
Yeah. But where's your protein come from that?
Well, I'm not saying you don't eat any protein.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that instead of eating like fast food 2-3 times a day. But I'm the worst because I used to never eat fast food. I can remember I could count on my hand how many times I ate fast food until I started the auction business. Because I used to work in hotels and restaurants for 15 years. So I ate like a king, when I go to work, I would always eat good food.
Yeah. You never had the issue though, because you went to school for cooking, so that's actually like not bad.
Yes, I never ate fast food, but then I started working in the auction business, and I get my guys' food every day, which I need to start going and starting to get better food. I told my guys we need to go to the West Side Market and get some food from down there.
Yeah, the West Side Market's pretty cool. I got a real nice fruit bucket from there, and it was so good. So, yeah, I don't think that's a bad suggestion, honestly.
What about you, Conky? Ever been to West Side Market?
I don't think so.
Oh, man.
Maybe years ago when I worked for a
place. Oh, Conky, yeah, you got to check that out ASAP, man.
Good.
So this is AA. And AA is auction, stands for Auctions Anonymous. We're all buyers. We all buy, resell, hoard, buy again, resell, hoard more. So let's start with let's see, with both of you guys, I have a question. We'll start with Conky. When you buy a unit, right? When you're looking for a unit, and I feel like I know the answer, but just for anybody that doesn't know or any new followers, if you're looking at a unit, what is the number one thing you want to see inside of a storage unit in order to persuade you, in order for it to be persuasive for you to buy it? What would persuade you to buy something? What are you looking for?
When I go to, the reason I haven't bought many units lately, well, one is because I don't have the room, but I go looking for a unit that speaks to me. And if they roll up the door and there's evidence or actual showing of old toys, just good tools. Mm-hmm. I don't mean, buckets full of junk. I mean, I don't even mean kind of like Snap-on and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That's what gets me interested in a storage unit. I know whether or not I get it or not depends on who else is there, but that's what speaks to me is old toys.
That's a good point, man, because those junky tools are so pointless, and this is something I want to kind of piggyback off of that, and I know Rob's going to agree with me. Anybody that's buying storage units or reselling or doing any, guys, tools pile up so quickly. Before you knew it, you're going to be storing all of these tools that eventually get rusted, and you end up having to scrap them or throw them away. So you guys, anybody that's looking into getting into this business, I definitely want you guys to be real selective on what kind of tools you decide to store, because sometimes storing these old tools that aren't brand name, they're not Snap-on, they're not Blue Point, they're not sought after tools. Sometimes, I mean, don't get me wrong, tools sell, and they're a big seller when I vend it at the market a lot, but they can pile up and they'll add up. They're heavy. They rust when they get wet. They have to be stored properly. You got to look for good tools. What about you, Rob? What are you looking for in a unit?
Just like Sue Freaks here, I'm looking for an old mattresses and boxes of paperwork.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, those are my favorite things.
They got to be stained mattresses or they're no good.
Greg says jewelry boxes. Well, one, I love units that are dusty and dirty and filthy. So, dirt, definitely one of my tops. Toys, that's always, because if you buy what you like, it's hard to lose, even if you might not make money on the unit. So I like toys.
Right.
So I see toys in there, yeah, definitely. And then jewelry boxes, I don't know. I don't suggest buying units because of jewelry boxes, because as these guys will tell you, most of the time the jewelry boxes are either empty or full of costume jewelry. And costume jewelry has value.
Right.
But if you don't have a good way to sell the costume jewelry, it's not really a good thing to do. Like, I can sell it easily because I'll put in lots of auctions. I can put a little jewelry box together, put 10, 15, 20 pieces of jewelry in there.
Gail says Conky looks for thongs.
That's true. Conky does like that. Avery's all on. We were talking about you earlier about the jewelry box. You guys are bidding against me. Bid me up.
Just thought
Wait a minute. Was that the jewelry box that you found all that gold in?
Which one?
That bracelet?
No, that's from the other unit. That was from the unit. That was the bracelet came out of the little velvet box from Clark.
Since Roy is listening right now, or Roy and Lisa, tell him how high you would have gone on that unit.
Well, tell us the story. Give us an update on the story. What's going on?
Obviously, they went $1,010 is how high they went.
Well, yeah, but how high would you have, if they'd have gone 1,500, would you have gone 1,525 or whatever the next? How high would you have gone? What would they have had to bid to get that unit from you?
Yeah, Rob bought a unit, outbidded Avery's, and then what did it end at? 1,050?
1,020.
And then what would you have gone up? Honestly, be honest.
I don't know, because that's a good question. Because I didn't want to go more than 500.
Yeah.
The next thing I know, I'm at 1,020. So
I feel like you can't accurately answer that. Like, there's no way, because you have to be in the moment. I bought so many units impulsively.
Because if you would have asked me before, I would have said, "Oh, I'm not going more, maybe $500, maybe $600 in that unit."
Right.
Because the chances are the jewelry box ain't going to be empty. It's right in the front. There's no tape on it. Most of the time, if there's jewelry in it, they're going to tape it up or wrap it or something, for the doors and drawers don't open when they're moving it, especially the ones that have the side opening panels, So typically, if there's jewelry in it, like I said, it's wrapped or something. So even Shane thought it would be empty because he seen me buy boxes that look just like that, and they were empty. And then the thing is, like, you think, okay, if someone put their jewelry box in there, like, who put the jewelry box in there? Did the lady that owned the unit put the jewelry box in there? Or did she go to a nursing home or something? Did her family put the jewelry box in there? You got to ask these things while you're paying for this, because you're like, if you're going to spend over $1,000, one, you got to make sure you could blow $1,000 on a unit like that, and it's not going to hurt you. Absolutely. Because very easily that jewelry box could have been empty, and there could have been no jewelry in the unit whatsoever, because it could have just been, her family came in town, put her stuff in there, and then she went to a nursing home, and they thought maybe she might get out. Let's put her stuff in here, and then they stopped paying on it. You don't know the background story on these units.
No, you don't. And you get caught up in a buy, and now you're.
Yeah, and then I bid up that unit. I spent 1,020, but on the other token, I could be on the other end here, and they could be laughing at me. Avery's all in. They could have been like, "Oh my," because I could have bought the unit and I lost $1,000 on it, and then they've been like, "Man, thank God I didn't bid on the unit."
Well, here's the thing, and I don't mean to say this to, boast or anything, but we're an exception, right? I like to tell the legends, our community, the people that watch us, and especially on my specific channel, I like to be as realistic as possible. Now, I don't want somebody pop-up auction. Why my name is wrong? I just now realized that.
Oh, I like. I thought that was.
I'm like, what's going on? So, but I realized that like you can't apply your selling capability. And honestly, me and you talk about this a lot, Rob, because dude, you've done your thing for a long time, way longer, and you cannot compare your selling capability to somebody else's selling capability. So when you see people that are buying whole units and not specific items, when you're buying a specific item, you at least know minimum what a value is, and if you cut that in half, you have an idea. With units, it's a gamble. So you catch people that are dipping into their life savings and it's their first unit, or even people that have been buying units for a while. Excuse me. We have multiple people that we can think about right now. The guy with the models, remember that? And remember the model unit, he's super overpaid. I'm not going to say any names because he might be watching, but one of our friends that hates to be recorded. You know who I'm talking about. You can't record him. I remember he bought that big unit of tools, and that's another public storage when that one guy was still when Michael, or what's his name? What's the first? Mike. When Mike was still the manager, remember? That guy that doesn't like to be recorded, he spent all kind of money on that tool unit. We never seen him again. We've seen a lot of people that they spend high on these units, take L's, and we don't see them again.
Right. And if you're in the business of, like you said, we have a luxury where I can buy a unit like that, and I'm not. I can take everything and take it to the dumpster. I could take $1,000 and throw it out if I have to. Now, no one wants to do that. But I'm not, and my people are all going to get paid. My bills are all going to get paid, and I have another $1,000 to go buy another unit and take another chance again. But if you're trying to make a living, when I first started in this business, I would never do that. I would never take that kind of gamble because I had too much. I was very tight on cash.
Yeah,
very tight in cash for the first many years of this business and having employees and trying to, to operate. And also I didn't get as high a dollar for stuff back then either.
Right. And this is another thing. We can revert the convo. And forgive me if I'm just getting off topic. But guys, this is AA. This is what AA is meant for. We talk, on this topic, on reselling, on our journeys, what happened throughout our weeks, and etc. And I just want to bring up something that me and Rob were talking about a little bit ago. And it's like, yeah, Rob and Conky, they want to see these vintage toys. But if they get a unit that's filled with Fenton glass, it might not be necessarily what they want to sell, hoard, or clean up or catalog, but it's still worth enough, and it's worth your time, and there's still a huge collection, huge following for it. And me and Rob were talking, and I forgot how I put it earlier, but I think I said what you want to sell isn't always what someone wants to buy. And then some, people with auction houses, all of us do our auctions, and people that have a select following, you want to have a versatile amount of items. And that's kind of just like how I kind of focused my reselling, growing into where I'm at now. So yeah, that's something to consider, guys. I know a lot of you guys are, watching. So
I think most of us anybody who's ever resold something has learned when they've gotten something that they've known nothing about, they have no interest in it whatsoever. They throw it on their auction site, whether it's Rob's auction or eBay or whatever. You throw it on there with an opening bid of $1 or $5 because it means nothing to you. It's just another item, and you watch this thing sell for $1,000. Now all of a sudden you're interested in it.
Exactly.
So you've just learned that thing that may look interesting, but you don't really know what it is something that's really interesting to a lot of people, or even two people, so to speak. Like when I bought that unit with what was it? The Vince, what I call the Vince unit. It had all those toys in it. It had the wrestling cards, and and I came across that beach towel with Miss Elizabeth on it.
I remember you got all kind of money.
I was never into wrestling. It was just I could have thrown it down for the dogs to lay on. I didn't care. Then I put it on eBay and the damn thing sells for over $400.
Yeah, and you put it at like $1 bid, no?
I started it off at, I think I started off at like $49.95 or something like that.
Yeah,
Because that's what the reproduction, they made little towels of reproductions of the big beach towel. And those were selling for $49.95. Thought, well, I'll at least get that for it. You know what I mean? So I threw it up there for an opening bid of $49.95 and think
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's the thing with auction style things. You pretty much never know. I mean, you have to be present. That's why auctions are so awesome. Towards the end of my auction yesterday, the auction went well, and I was very I was happy that I still had people after 5 hours. So I impulsively put a whole tray of rings on the screen. 61 rings. It sold for $500. Lego got it actually, and we put a short out today, and we weighed it, and it was 1 pound 3 ounces of sterling silver rings, 61 different rings, and we did a little bit of math. We had a brief interaction, and I was congratulating him because that's a very incredible buy. If you sell them for $50 a piece, you got like $3,500, $3,000, pretty much $3,000 to $3,500 for $500 investment. That's pretty good, So auction style, you just never know. Just kind of to piggyback off of that towel, some things can go up, some things can go average, or lower. So
Kim, there's 2 pieces of gold in the auction this Saturday, but all the gold I just found it. So my auctions, I'm way like I'm a month out. Like I'm working on auctions like a month from now. So like the jewelry auction, actually, that'll be coming up because we're finishing up the comic book auction. So we have 2 auctions next Saturday and Sunday. And then the auction after that will be, I think it's sports cards. Then there's going to be the jewelry high-end collectible auction. So that'll be coming up. There's going to be a lot of jewelry, lots of sterling, lots of gold, lots of costume jewelry, lots of other. There's going to be firearms. There's all kind of stuff in that auction.
Yeah, Rob sells everything. But tell him though, Rob, I mean, be honest, you really don't sell. Like for the most part, on average, you really don't sell your gold, right? That's like the one thing you don't really sell.
Put it this way. Typically, he's correct. A lot of the gold I would store for myself. This is such an overload plethora of gold that I got some. I even gave Super Shane a little bit to start his gold collection. I said, you want the bad news or good news, Shane? He goes, well, I don't know. What's the bad news? I said, these are all broken. The good news is it's all gold. Doesn't matter. Broken gold is as good as regular gold, right, Conky?
Exactly.
Yep. When it's gold.
It's gold, right? So I gave him bro chains, and then I got all this gold. I mean, I don't know, 50, 60 gold rings. So I mean, I can't keep them all. I would like to.
Yeah, but you keep the quality pieces though, right? Like that bracelet, you're not going to sell, right?
Yeah, the ones that speak to me.
Right. Which is a smart thing to keep though. Why don't you tell them why do you keep that?
Well, one is that a lot of people think gold and silver is an investment. And people tell you it's not an investment. It's a hedge against inflation. Okay. And a lot of people are like, oh, what's inflation? Well, now everyone knows what inflation is because it's been so high the last year or two. And eggs are $5 a dozen. You know what I'm saying? How much is the dollar worth compared to what it was worth 2 years ago?
Remember my story about the toga, the belt, and the shoes.
Right. So back to Conky's story, that gold fluctuates in value some up and down, but it's still it's a vessel that holds value, they would say. Gold has always been worth money since mankind has discovered it. It's been worth value to humans. Whatever purpose, reason why most gold is used for jewelry, and there's no real purpose most gold has. It's used in a little bit of electronics and things like that. But most part, the gold that's mined is used for jewelry purposes. Compared to silver, where silver is used in all kind of electronics and computing and all kind of other things, electric cars and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, keeping gold is one I like to just keep. It just one is a hedge against inflation. Anything ever happens to the dollar, and people are like, well, nothing can ever happen. After World War I in Germany, it was like a wheelbarrow full of German Deutschmarks would buy you a loaf of bread. A whole wheelbarrow full.
Yeah.
One loaf of bread. So that's how their money went to like nothing. And don't say the U.S. dollar can never go to nothing, because I think we're how many $1 trillion in debt, Conky?
I don't even know.
It's almost like a not real number, I feel
The
like.
national debt is pretty much equal to the number, the money they printed. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Well, there's a sign in Cleveland by the one steel plant, I don't know, by the one highway, and it says the national debt, and then it says the national debt per person in the United States, not per taxpayer, per person. And per person, I think last time I drove by, it was $89,000 or $92,000 a person owed. Like each person in the United States, if you've divided the debt between each person, it was almost $100,000 a person.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah, think about that factor. So that's the other reason I put upon gold and silver.
Man, to think about it like that is absolutely insane. Who's surprised in the chat about that number?
This is going to blow your mind, Guapo. Rob, you probably already have figured this out. But if the national debt is all the money that's been printed, all the money, not necessarily just printed, but created through the Federal Reserve. Okay?
Right.
There's interest on that national debt. And the Federal Reserve wants that money back with the interest. If they haven't created the money to begin with, how is it supposed to get paid back with interest?
What if it doesn't exist? Not the physical.
That's what I'm saying. That amount of money doesn't exist, because if the three of us each have 10 cents that were loaned to us from Jeremy, and that's the only money that exists, he gives each one of us a dime, okay, and says, I want you each to pay me back 12 cents, but you can only trade amongst yourself to do it. So I sell Guapo a T-shirt for 3 cents, and then Rob sells me a Hot Wheel for 3, and we barter and we trade. We have our little economy. When it's all said and done, between the three of us, we still only have 30 cents. But Jeremy wants 36 cents back because we have to pay him back with interest. Where are we going to get that extra 6 cents? Well, Jeremy loans us another 6 cents. It's okay, but I want 8 cents back on this 6 cents I give you. Okay, it will never catch up. But think of that in the hundreds of trillions.
Yeah,
and that's
so. Is it real at that point? You know, like not money, not if money is real, but is it all? Is it real? I don't know. You get my question a little bit. Like if it's a never-ending cycle and everybody is like coherent to it being a never-ending cycle, what's the real purpose?
But the value of the dollar is based on it being real. The dollar holds its value based on the idea that it is real.
Right.
Okay.
No way.
You understand how it works now?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So like we're giving this dollar value. That's why it's valuable. If everyone in the world realizes it has no value, then the paper money, $100 bill, won't be worth anything. It's not. It's
real
just
barrel for a loaf of bread.
Yeah,
the only reason our dollar is still worth money is because all these other countries, their dollar is any better. Theirs worse. It's like, would you rather have a Chinese dollar? Because you don't even know what they tell you this information, but you don't know what's real or not.
So is our dollar worth more because America has more control over the people than other countries? That's where it gets real deep.
Well, here's the thing.
The faith that we have in the dollar that makes it worth what it's worth.
It's worth more because of the global faith that the American dollar holds. And I think now here's when it gets a little bit more crazy. And Rob, I know you got something to say, but bro, what if it's because of the history America has as far as wars go, as far as battles, and as far as what if that is what's kind of dictating the value of our dollar?
That is what dictates.
That's what it is, right? So,
well, because the U.S. is a world currency, okay, which means, for example, oil is sold in U.S. dollars. It's not sold in rubles. It's not sold in yen. It's not sold in francs or euros. It's sold in U.S. dollars. That means people have to convert money to U.S. dollars to purchase oil. Doesn't matter if you're purchasing oil from Saudi Arabia, if you're purchasing now. Russia just changed this because of the blockade, because of the sanctions on them. But long story short, there's been 6 world reserve currencies throughout history. We are the 6th reserve currency. That can change. If that does change, that means we're not allowed to just print money. Okay, right now we print money. We can keep printing money till we never run out. We just have to keep raising our debt ceiling. So
right.
And that's what you talk about, the military and all that stuff. It all goes that we became the world currency after the British pound was the last world currency before the U.S. took over as the world currency.
When do you know when that was? Your history. When do you know when that was? Or
well, the British pound after World War I believe U.S. became the world currency.
After World War One. So it's almost like a bully kind of thing.
Well, the biggest, baddest country. Before that, the British, and they used to say the British Empire, the sun never sets on it because they had India and they had parts of Africa and they had the Caribbean and they had,
So that's why it said the sun never sets because they're
around the world. They had the empire around the world. Yeah.
Wow. So
and before that, I think it was the Dutch. I would want to say it was the Dutch. It was the world reserve currency before the British. But you could go do your history, people. You could say, get in the chat. Rob doesn't know what he's talking about. But see, when you're the reserve world currency, and then everyone's like, well, China's trying to take over as the world currency. And a lot of people said that was going to happen. But the issue, once again, lies in how much other countries trust China as a world currency. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The U.S. is we have a lot of issues and problems, and there's things that not everyone knows, but it's a lot more open accounting practices and things like that. So you can, like in China, the government does the accounting for like companies.
I heard Japan's like in almost like a state of emergency because there's not enough people having babies.
That's why they're making robots. Seriously.
I think that is why they're making robots. But then I seen another article that a robot and a science robot, a war robot in a laboratory killed 27 scientists. Did you see that?
I have not seen that one yet.
Dude, swear, bro. Like 3 days ago, I was watching.
Were you watching RoboCop?
No, dude, swear. Dude, it was.
He woke up, he's like,
dude, these robots killed 27 Japanese scientists. You guys look it up. It was literally like 3 days ago.
I'm looking it up right now.
Dude, look that up, dude.
Get it off, man.
Unless I'm going crazy. I don't know.
Is this something that you read back from Hawaii on the plane?
Bro, Conky, dude, it's the internet, so who knows what I read at this point. But I see a Do you see it? Do you see it? I told you, dude. I
haven't seen it yet. I'm looking.
Let me see something here.
Oh, it says fact check. No evidence that 4 AI robots killed 29 scientists.
No way!
They're covering it up. It's a cover up.
They're already covering it up, dude. They don't even want people to know.
Oh my god!
It says Japanese killer robots murdered 29 scientists. Elon Musk warned us.
Dude, is that false?
That says no evidence exists to prove that the 4 AI robots killed 29 Japanese.
4 robots reportedly killed 29.
Fake news of the 4 AI robots attacked them killed 429. It spreads worldwide, but never in Japan.
Oh my god, bro! I gotta stop reading what I see on the internet, man. That's why.
Well, that's the thing they had. They did this study, Guapo, and they could release a news report and then retract it later on. But the first news report, they said like 9 out of 10 people will always believe the fake if it happened first.
No way.
Yeah, so Like fake news is so easy because the only thing I do is put it out there.
Yeah, that's it. And then just make it kind of sound believable.
Right.
And like, I feel like people just want to believe what they want to believe. Like,
well, you have to look at what, how should I put it? You have to look at what makes sense. And it doesn't make sense that a robot would go nuts and kill a bunch of people. You know what I mean? Without having like a switch on it, you just shut off.
So the way it sounded believable is because they were saying that it was a war robot, like they were doing it for like a war, kind of practice. So I'm thinking, okay, this robot's like a freaking like a war machine, like it's designed to kill. So and like it went wrong in a lab. And I looked at it, and honestly, man, I should be silly just trying to think about like I feel silly just thinking that it was real because
I would watch out for your Roomba.
Dude, I don't know, man. I feel like that would be like national news that robots are just killing people.
Well, back in the day, there's what's that Stephen King movie, Conky, with Maximum Overdrive? With Emilio Estevez. Do you remember that with the truck? Like the semi truck goes crazy, and basically like robots and like not robots, like anything electronic, like just gets taken over by like I don't know. They like start killing people, like vending machines. Everything starts killing people.
I don't remember that one.
It's called Maximum Overdrive. It's actually a short story written by Stephen King, and then they turned it into a movie.
Even vending machines are killing people.
Yeah, like it's shooting out cans.
It's like chop your hand off when you reached in to grab the candy bar, or what?
It's like shooting cans at people. Oh man.
Who knows, man? I don't know,
Maximum
man.
Overdrive.
Definitely a thing.
1986 movie directed by Stephen King, starring Stephen King, Emilio Estevez, and Laura Harrington.
You don't remember this truck?
No, shout out to Latrita for the blanket.
I don't remember the truck. No, how did it grow a head like that?
It was like the semi truck this guy had in the movie, and then he just ends up being bad.
Huh. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, man. I see something like that coming down the road. I get the hell out of its way.
Yeah, you see this thing just
I
cruising.
know, dude. Come on, man. I'm not even gonna look at that thing twice.
You never seen it? It's a good flick, man. See right here, George tell you, 1986 horror sci-fi.
Okay, so tell me this: if we were to all watch it right now, would we actually laugh our butts off, or would it be actually a scary movie?
What?
The actual story was called Trucks by Stephen King. I think Guapo would hide under his blanket. You'd probably pass out, Conky, and I would just sit there laughing. And what the Hales? He'd be praying.
He'd be praying.
Please let this movie end. Please let the movie end.
What the hell?
I have to look and see if we got that on like Netflix or something.
Someone said the AI. I know that I went to McDonald's. They had the AI robot taking my order the one day. Forgot what McDonald's it was, but it was like you could tell it was a computer. Like, hello, what would you like today? And I'm like in the middle, Cleveland. I'm like, there's no one on the. They'd be like, yo, what do you want? Hurry up! There ain't no. Hello, how are you doing today?
Yeah, yeah.
That's probably the only way you were going to get that kind of greeting in that neighborhood with anybody that was going to work there. AI.
It's like
it's one of those things, man. They're saying that 700,000 jobs are going to be cut. Dang,
a lot of jobs will be getting cut soon.
700,000.
But why?
Well, I know a lot of tech companies are cutting jobs right now.
Why though?
Why are tech companies cutting jobs? That's a good question. Demand.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tech companies, man.
But I know in the
Silicon. I just wonder, man. You wonder where the world. Is silver and gold gonna go up eventually? Okay, when?
What's gonna go down?
We're gonna go back eventually. Okay, when? It's just we don't know what the future has to hold. Nobody knew when COVID came. It just kind of happened, and whether it affected us, as much as it affected the next person, it still was surprising, right? It's still my whole life. I never seen anything like that. Now I experienced the whole like Iraq war. I seen 9/11. I seen some pretty crazy stuff. Not as much as the next person, but me being the person that I am, seeing how like the world can change literally like that in the whole world. It's scary, dude. At any point, anything can happen. That's why it's important to kind of like maintain that like level of just.
Well, no one's seen like COVID. I mean, because if you would have told Conky and me that they're going to shut down churches, we're like, yeah, right. Church is never going to shut down. Come on, they got to make their money.
Yeah. Or they were going to shut down movie theaters.
Everything was shut down. Churches, movie theaters. I mean, everything.
I remember calling you guys and freaking out.
You can't even go out to eat at a restaurant.
You remember when I thought that we'll never be able to go to the movies again? I feel like I called both you guys and Jeremy.
No, the best one ever is when I was at What the Hales warehouse. and they were handing
dude, tell the story. It's a funny story.
So I'm at What the Hales warehouse in Worcester. Now, Guapo drives from Lorraine to Worcester. How long does that drive?
At least an hour, at least.
It's got to be at least an hour. Easy.
And he's not there when I show up, so that makes it even worse.
So, long story short, he drives down over an hour to Worcester, and while he's driving down there, there's a National Guard. They're giving out food. Okay. He pulls in. He starts freaking out, him and Chapo, that there's National Guard down there. I think there's COVID and all stuff, and I don't know what's going on. And
what did I think it was? I thought it was something else. It wasn't that I thought.
No, because you said the 5G.
Huh? Oh, yeah. I thought it was the 5G. Yeah, that's
because they just started 5G at the time.
Oh, man.
And he's like, I'm not feeling good, man. I saw those 5G towers, and I'm not feeling good, and I got to get out of here. It was all in his head, though. But
oh, man, that was so funny, man. Because
long story short, though,
Rob,
maybe 10 minutes. He's there, starts going crazy, and then just leaves. Yeah. He drove all the way there and then just left. And Jeremy and I were looking at each other.
Jeremy's like, I'm not there right now, dude. I'll be there in like 30 minutes. Or no, he said like I don't know. He said I'm a little bit away, and I was just like, yeah, dude. I feel crazy, dude. There's a freaking station right down the road from you. I don't even know what's going on over there, dude. I think me and Chapo seen something crazy happen over there, something that looked insane.
It was not good. That was so funny. But yeah, I mean, nobody that's been alive now ever seen anything like COVID, where everything got shut down. The world stopped basically, except for Cents.
But here's the thing. I don't know that it would do that again necessarily. I think a lot of people shut their business down because
they have a choice.
Well, yeah, they do have a choice. They're going to run the government out of the government.
Well, I'm just saying at the time the people shut their business down because they didn't.
That's what I mean, though. If they came along right now and said, "Okay, shut your business down. We don't know for how long because we're scared of something else," you know what people would do?
Yeah,
a lot of businesses are shut down permanently because of COVID. So, yeah, I mean, it's scary, man. It is. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you can't worry about things that you don't know about. You know, my mom always, if I've ever, my mom, she always had this, like, opinion on, like, things you really can't control, any conspiracies, anything that you're just not aware about, and it's anything that's different. She just doesn't want to hear it. Because it's and I understand, and it's because there's nothing she can do about it. Like, so why harbor on anything that's inevitable or anything that's just hypothetical? Like, it's almost a waste of mind space in a sense.
It's a waste of energy, effort. Like my buddy, he's so political.
Yeah,
he's always talking about all the stuff about politics and all.
Dude, America's just like that, dude.
And I'm like, it's all great. I told him, I said, well, if do something then.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all great. You can sit here and talk. What good is that doing? Go run for government. Go put some signs out. Go get voters signed up. Protest. Do something.
Yeah.
Instead of complaining to me about it, what good is that going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
You're all this energy and effort. I mean, just spewing and just mind blowing and just all this time, energy, and effort over nothing that I can't control it.
Yeah.
I told him it's out of my control. I'm focused on what Rob Zaba could control. in his life. That's what I got to focus on.
Yeah, you sit there and yeah, it's just exactly. And my friend America is the same exact way. That's why he got his nickname America.
You're good. You're good. No one can see you. You're invisible anyways.
Invisible, yeah.
Yeah, but you're not mute though. We can't hear you.
Well, she's not. Yeah, she's not mute. She's just invisible. You can't be seen. You're invisible.
Well, this is a very special episode of AA. We actually heard Rob's wife's voice.
Nope, that's not my wife.
Is that Chester?
No. Another female that lives here.
Jesse's in the chat.
What's up, Claire Thrifts? He came by and fixed one of my snow blowers today. I need to get ready just in case. I don't know how much snow we're going to get.
I haven't really even shoveled yet. I shoveled off the porch for the dogs a little bit, but I don't clear the driveway out there. That's too much work.
No, it's been a good winter.
Yeah, last year was a pain in the everything.
Yeah, this year has been a good winter so far. Knock on.
Yeah, it was a pretty decent winter. I mean, I don't know. I coming back here in the snow, it's just overwhelming.
Oh yeah, I mean when you spend a week in Hawaii.
Yeah, but traveling is always exhausting as well. Like I always told myself, like here soon, I think I'm just about to like rent, like maybe like an Airbnb for like a month or something, and like have a plan ahead of time though. But like,
Yeah,
you know,
my daughter. Someone said my girlfriend. That was my girlfriend.
Well, your wife find out.
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
my girlfriend, my wife. I'm not Mormon.
you're gonna get an invisible black eye.
He's got an invisible black eye. Can't you see?
Of course, my wife will be at half. My invisible wife will be at half a mil of the girl. All my invisible family will be there.
Dude, Jaylen Brown was in. You know the Phoenix. I mean, you're at this point. You got your Cavs, season pass. So you're watching NBA. You're coaching. So, dude, like New York and Boston go to overtime. That's why I keep looking up. It's in overtime. It's real close. It's done now. But, dude, Jaylen Brown had a chance to finish it. And, dude, he missed both his free throws. And they lost.
That don't happen often.
That does not happen because he's a good player.
Oh, that's funny.
That's
funny.
funny.
Half a mil of the girl. That's coming up quick, man. It's almost next month. Next week is February.
Yeah, it's like 6 weeks away. 6-7 weeks.
So if you guys haven't made your reservations, half a mil girl. Woo.
Better do it.
Boston lost, Jane. Cleveland won today, though. The Cavs.
Did they? But Houston sucks, though, I feel like.
They're horrible. And we did what we're supposed to do to horrible teams. We whooped them.
Yeah, we whooped them. Oh, my God. 4 robots reportedly killed 29 scientists.
We should just start making up stories like that. That's what we should do.
Dude, Dude, there's a whole video on it. Like, and there's.
I'm sure that's what we should do. We could be like fact checking these news stories out there.
There's a lady that's like speaking on it. There's a whole press conference. So it was pretty believable, dude. Swear.
Oh, I'm sure they had a good thing. I mean, think about it. I mean, it went around the whole world. The story. Think of how many news places picked it up, and I'm assuming you get paid somehow. You make money off these news stories. James wants to know what half a mil girl is. Well, it's a little event that's happening in Florida for Jeremy Hales, who has 500,000 subscribers, and he is for $40 or $50?
$50.
For $50, you get a T-shirt, all you can eat from Bubba's Barbecue, Bubba's Barbecue, and you get to dunk pop-up auctions down here in a dunk tank, and you get to hear Conky sing "Anagata Davida" karaoke style,
and Conky's gonna wear a thong
with his nylons.
With his nylons.
You guys are writing checks your asses can't cash. I'll tell you that.
Anagata Davida, baby. Come on, Conky, you can at least sing that song. You got to sing one song for $500,000 to grow.
I'd rather wear a thong.
Well, we didn't want to go there, but
I don't think anybody wants me to go there.
I don't think the thong wants to go there, to be honest with you.
We're going to have to find another one in the storage unit or something. Because I think that thong's gone. I think we threw it away. Or we sent it to, we might have sent it to somebody. I don't know why would have done that. But you imagine opening up your auction winnings and there's a thong in there.
Sheesh. I just feel like somebody would just email me and say, Guapo, I got the wrong pack. Oh, man.
I don't know.
All right, guys. Well,
It's about that time.
yeah, it's about that time. I'm about to get to editing.
Chester.
We might have a Japan release today, guys, so get ready for that.
Here's Chester.
Who's the babies?
He's a good boy.
Who's the babies? Yeah, my short today was Chester. It was the snow dog video.
Chester's like one of those dogs that needs to be filmed more.
He's gonna be filmed. Look at that face. He's got the pink nose, huh? He's like, "Are you being camera shy? Are you being camera shy?"
He wants a treat, man. You know that.
Oh, now he's looking at the thing. He heard you say it. He'll be looking at me. You look at storage lessons for that. Yeah, but I guess we'll begin off. Let's see. When's your next pop-up auction?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, pop-up auction. Conky's auction. You have one Saturday, Conks?
I always have one Saturday.
And this Saturday, I have a tools collectible auction. There's 2 gold rings in there. Someone was asking about gold rings. Then my big gold auction will be coming up in about a month or so, I imagine. But I have a comic book auction coming up next week and comic art auction. Storage Legends gave me a lot of good stuff for that auction. So that'll be coming up next week. And then, man, I got some good videos about a huge collection out of a storage unit. That'll be tomorrow's video. Man, that means I got to work on a video.
Yep.
Yeah, Japan release today, guys.
If you guys don't know what Japan release is, set your alarm for 2:30 in the morning. You'll find out. Just go to Storage Legends.
Jeremy commented on my community post. I said, the video's done. He's like, well, all your Japan followers are going to be happy because you're not going to release it till 2 a.m. That's funny. Now, instead of Japan, I'm going to say Hawaii. All my Hawaii followers.
The Hawaii followers.
Subscribers from Hawaii.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I just kept saying it everywhere I go. Yeah, people are always wondering why I'm acting so goofy.
Thank you, Gail.
So,
I don't know. I was playing around today, and I changed this to bubble. I didn't know what that was. So now I know.
Well, it is.
oh, shoot.
Oh, he's dropping me, Peter. Thank you, Gail. We appreciate it.
Dang, I just dropped my bottle of water.
Yeah, Shane was like, "Oh my gosh, this giant bottle of water I got to carry around."
Yeah.
He was drinking. He had half yesterday. He drank the rest today.
That's funny. Tell him thank you, man. Tell him it costs to hydrate him.
Hit the thumbs up before you guys go. Leave some comments. Check out all the videos. If you guys haven't seen all my gold videos,
I mean,
take a
dude,
look.
it's
3
wild.
videos in a row. Unbelievable amount of gold I found. And also other great things too.
He found everything.
All right.
Great things.
And I got a basketball game tomorrow, so we'll be praying for that. Who wants to say a prayer?
Guapo, is that you?
I don't know. I feel like I might have said it last week.
Did you? No, you didn't, because you were in
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
I said it last week. Ask the chat.
I don't think so.
Ask the chat. I'm pretty sure.
All right.
I
I'll say the
said a prayer on the beach, guys, in the water.
All right. Dear Lord, thank you for bringing us all together. We appreciate the friendship that you have given us. And hopefully Jeremy, everything's good with him. And we'll be seeing him soon. And Lord, anyone that has any special requests, intentions tonight that is watching or listening or that they need, please go ahead and answer those for them. Also, Lord, all of our special attentions, all of our issues of problems, family members, anyone out there, please heal them. Have us all have a healthy life and a healthy week. And Lord, please just keep giving us the opportunity to show others how we can improve their lives and our lives. Amen.
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 So another AA comes upon us. And I want to talk to Hales about all the gold he found, but I guess we'll have to do that. And next time. But by next week, man, who knows what's going to happen from 7 days from now? It's always amazing.
Man. I know, man. I know. And I'm feeling it like now more than ever. So yeah, it's just ridiculous every day.
Conky might have a new property.
Yeah,
You
I'm
might-
ready to America.
You might have sold one of your properties or buy another property. Who knows?
That's funny.
Yep, same
Hey,
place next week, everybody.
I just want to say to everybody watching, thank you guys so much for being so supportive and just awesome. You people are just probably the reason why I continue YouTube, just personally speaking, and have a great night.
Yes, everyone have a great night. Yes, every Thursday, James, right here, 9 o'clock. And we appreciate you guys out there. Thank you so much for watching. Conky, anything else you want to say?
Good night.
Good night, everybody.